Been an absolutely crazy morning, but that's okay. That's life. We've been finishing, making sure all the invoicing and everything went through, shooting last night, and we still haven't gone to bed yet. Just thought I'd show you guys a little behind the scenes, filming the next giveaway in the living room, and starting to edit on the things that I shot last night, and then getting caught up on emails, doing a few calls where I could. But yeah, good morning. One thing a lot of you guys don't know is I actually live 4,000 kilometers away from my parents. My parents live in Ontario. I live in British Columbia, Vancouver specifically. If you're anything like me, you are your parents' IT department. Okay, so you sent me the same link twice. Yeah, somewhere here on Amazon, so I have to go through all of Amazon's stuff to find what it was that you're looking for. Mom sent me nothing. What Mom sent me is not legible. What does this picture tell you? This picture tells me nothing. How will you, I don't know, Dad, open FaceTime. No, not share your screen, just look at the screen that I'm showing you. I'm on FaceTime, Dad. Just look, open your eyes. That's all you have to do. After what I could only describe as being the most amazing bonding experience with my dad, I finally got up to make breakfast. By the time I was making breakfast, it was already like 11:30. I just wanted some fried eggs and some veggies. So that's what I did, because today my goal was to cook a lot and to take you guys along for that ride. Weirdest breakfast ever, but hey, it's pretty late. It's already 11:24, so brunch? Listen, when did I ever say I was a chef? I said I was taking you along for what I was making. And I'm just a normal dude. An above average dude with a way above average appetite. One orange, I don't know if you guys can see the difference. One is orange, and then the rest are like yellowy. Eat the odd one out. I don't know if you guys can hear that shit. Anyway, we're gonna change up the car because yesterday I got a comment about how I need to clean the bird poop off, but like, dude, it is raining every day. I don't know if you guys can see that. It is pouring rain every damn day. Last thing I want to do is clean the Tesla just so that I can have it sit in the rain again. So hopefully, the bird poop will clean itself off. What? That's never gonna happen. In my history of life, that's never happened. So today, I can take the X5. It's gotta be driven a little bit, even though if you're wondering why we don't drive it as much, it's because it's a gas hauler. It's a twin turbo V8, an X5M. I love it so much. Its name is James, by the way. James chugs fuel. So anyway, we're just gonna go to the grocery store, which is pretty close by. We're just gonna go to T&T, get a few things that we need so that I can make some dinner. And we got a lot of bananas, so we're gonna have to either make a banana bread or some banana chocolate chip cookies. From my recipe on my website, you can find that in the blog section. Whether or not we make the cookies or the banana bread, it's all dependent on what Jesse wants. So without further ado, let's get out of here. Okay, we're not doing the whole vlogging while driving thing. We'll see you guys at the store. I just recorded this clip already, but I forgot the bags at home. So shout out to the fact that we don't have plastic bags anymore, which I could at least use for a garbage bag afterwards. But now instead I have to go buy another reusable bag that I will inevitably forget somewhere again. Sick. That was a lot. Super overwhelming. I should probably press the brake if I want the car to turn on. You know when you go to the grocery store and some of the things they don't have, you get distracted because they don't have the things that you're looking for, and then you just pick up other things you don't need? That's me right now. I feel a little bit bamboozled, but it's gonna be a big cooking day today, I hope. This is one of those things I don't really share on the internet that much, but Saturdays I like to use because they're my only day off, really. Cook as much as I can, and at least try to make one nice meal on a weekend that Jesse really enjoys and that I really enjoy, obviously. But I love watching people enjoy my meals. Jesse is the person that is the recipient of most of that, if not all of it. But I enjoy watching her enjoy meals, so hopefully she'll enjoy some of the stuff I chef up. I'm gonna try to make multiple things. We'll see how that goes. After I unloaded the groceries, among the million other things that I was doing, I realized the salt shaker was empty, so I figured I'd refill it, or really just move the grinder over. Now, don't read into it. There's nothing healthier about pink salt. This one just had a grinder and was a Costco size that I could purchase, and it was a great value. When I was at T&T, I grabbed these buns. I always like to grab something that's kind of ready-made, that's relatively high in protein, so that I can eat that before I start cooking, so that I'm not starving while cooking. And we've got our little bun. I'm gonna eat this bun. Yes, I use these tongs. I did learn my lesson. I was prepping for dinner pretty much. It's like midday, but I gotta prep for dinner because otherwise I won't make dinner, and I need to edit this as well. Shout out T&T for having this and like tea eggs and random other Asian fun snacks. Is it healthy? Dude, food is food. It's quick. Could I have made something healthier? Probably, but I'm hungry. You saw my breakfast.
or brunch or whatever. Plan is as follows. Let's see if I stick to the plan. We're gonna stir fry some cauliflower. We gotta stir fry some cabbage. We're gonna make some kimchi jjigae. Maybe we'll make some rice. Although Jessie said it was too fatty and she's trying to lose weight. I'm still gonna make it. I'm gonna try to make cornbread for the first time. I think I gotta make banana cookies. I'm just gonna make a banana bread because there's just so many bananas, but I can't find my loaf pan anywhere. I don't think there's another pastry like banana bread in the sense that I've never met anyone that doesn't like banana bread. If you like a more tarty, fruity one, lemon banana bread, like a lemon loaf. I know that's not quite like banana bread, but like, same kind of thing. And I love when people are like, oh my God, sugar is making you fat. Like, I've never heard anyone say honey is making you fat, although I'm sure it'll come up. Like, fruit is making you fat. Like, no, it's not. Like, I can shovel this type of food in my mouth all the time, but I've created boundaries for it. This type of food is just like, okay, this is a quick pick-me-up so I can cook the rest of my stuff. I'm not buying myself a full-on meal at McDonald's. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but that would have been like 1,600 calories, and then I would have still wanted to eat something afterwards. This is probably 400 or 500, reasonably filling, honestly. And then I'm gonna have my meal as well, which will be really super filling. And that way, I save about 1,000 calories and don't have to blame honey and sugar for my problems, because I'm an adult. We take responsibility for our actions. All right, so I think the cornbread is gonna be a tomorrow Edin problem, but I got one more batch of the cookies going in. The first batch, I already know is gonna look terrible, but they're gonna taste fantastic. It's just, oh yeah, these were way too big. There were so many bananas, and I only have so many pans I can only do so many things at once. So I prepped this for later. We're gonna just stir fry that in a wok with very little bit of spray oil. Same thing here. This is gonna be going into the kimchi jjigae. This is turkey spam. This is tofu. Tofu is so low in calories. I mean, people are always going, oh, it's not a good source of protein. Considering it's one plant-based, everything plant-based is so low in fat, it actually has a decent amount of protein. And then we got some kimchi for the kimchi jjigae portion. And then instead of pork, I always use beef. I just don't eat pork. Jessie loves pork belly, but sorry, Jessie, I don't eat pork. So there you go. I just prefer that. That's personal preference. Okay. And then this goes in ahead of everything for the kimchi jjigae. Full disclosure, I just use Calvin from Cook Like I'm Book's recipe, and I kind of just build upon that. Hence, he uses pork, I do not. And that's how we get our kimchi jjigae. I tried this thing on TikTok. There was like this coconut cake thing, and then you just like fry it in the skillet. Again, use some spray oil. Look, it looks fantastic. This looks like it tastes amazing. It tastes like coconut, which is fine, but it's just, it's just underwhelming. I don't know what it was meant to be. It looks like it's gonna be crunchy. It's not. It's extremely chewy. I don't know how to feel about that. So I know I took a bite, but just to show you, look at this. Like, it's so chewy. It's tasty. Don't get me wrong, it's almost like very buttery. I get behind most Chinese and Asian treats and snacks and stuff. I don't think this one's for me. Yes, I'm still eating it, but something I did try, air fried tofu, because obviously I'm not gonna put an entire block of tofu, which I only realized is like 350 calories for the entire thing of tofu. Crazy. Anyways, air fried tofu, I literally just did sriracha and honey, and the idea came from my friend in university. When I was doing my dietetics degree, I had like very few friends. He's now known on Instagram as Queerly Nutrition. He got me on the idea of air frying your tofu. I've never been a big tofu consumer. That shit's really good though. Shout out Craig. And now I just play around with different variations. I don't know that he's ever done something exactly like this. He might have, but it was sriracha, a little drizzle of honey and salt, and like 15 minutes in the air fryer. Look at it. It's delicious. It's so hot though. Oh, so good. Okay, it's cooled down a little bit. A little bit of a crunch, but then it's got like a chewier texture. I'm telling you, I actually used to hate tofu. And then Jessie got me into it with like Korean food and Chinese food. And then Craig got me into opening my eyes. And like, there's so many different ways to use tofu. I'm turning into a soy boy. As I'm about to put beef as the main ingredient to one of our dinners, and turkey spam. Let's get this out of the pan and make round number 2. That's still so hot. Come on, man. If you're gonna be like, oh my God, but it's a healthy cookie, whatever. Yeah, dude, it's got protein, it's sweet, it hits the spot, all right? Is this gonna be the replacement for cookies for you? 8 times out of 10 maybe, but that 2 times out of 10, you obviously still gotta go get a good chocolate chip cookie. But this, if fat loss is your goal, ooh, high in protein, gets a few servings of fruit in. It still has carbs because of the oatmeal, but it's also high in fiber. It's super easy to make, and it's very sweet. They're low-key addicting. Oh, I gotta plug it in. Wow, dinner was something else. It was so delicious. Really, when it comes down to kimchi jjigae, as long as you bring it up to a boil and then let it simmer for about 40 to 45 minutes, just long enough so that you lose patience and that beef can tenderize a little bit, it is absolutely delicious. But key emphasis on that you must lose patience part. Two side dishes for the veggies, our kimchi jjigae, which has our main protein source. We could also add eggs to this if you wanted to, you know, add even more protein and be absolutely ridiculously full, and some rice. And that's dinner, just like that. All jokes aside, it was amazing. Jesse and I had a great time. If you guys want to see more of Jesse on camera, make sure you guys comment it. No, seriously, spam it in the comments. We want to see Jesse because she's one of those people that's like, oh my God, I don't want to look so terrible. I respect that. And again, it is my burden to put myself on camera because I chose this for myself, not everyone else. Jesse, off-screen rating, how's dinner? Pretty good. There you go. Boss has answered. That's all that matters. All that said, I had a great time. Jesse and I watched some YouTube. We specifically like to watch Kara and Nate and a few other people, but they had recently released a new video. We chilled out a little bit, and then I came up here to edit some other content and this video right here. Now all that's left to do is shower, say my goodbyes to you guys, and I will see you guys in tomorrow's video. I'm just curious, by the way, do any of you guys have an active tracking like ring? Because I have an Apple Watch, but if you've noticed in today and yesterday's video, I've been doing this ring sizing. It was a 2-day sizing with a company called Ultra Human. Maybe gonna buy it, I don't know. Let me know your guys' thoughts. What are your favorites down in the comments below? Because I will take into consideration what you guys say. If you guys have any recommendations, don't hesitate to leave them in the comments. Thank you very much. Happy Sunday, y'all.